are Oso, recording in Lompoc with brother Sena. Our goal and objective is to finish a new album within the next month. And I think we're meeting our target progress goals.
This album certainly was a huge stress when we imposed this deadline. And then when we finally decided to just let go of that and just do it our way, then it's become a really pleasurable thing. And some of the songs are, I think, some of the best we've written.
We're stretching ourselves more, distilling those ideas and actually putting it in the songwriting more. So the scope seems greater this time.
We're going on our 6th year as a band, and our maturity as musicians will hopefully show in this upcoming recording. We're just trying to get better. That's our goal. That's our hope.
When I record, I tend to try to just get the bands to do whatever it is they're going to do, and I sit back and just watch how they're going to work for a while before I really try to say much of anything. Today we've kind of been just letting them do their thing. They've been doing fine, so that was sort of how we ended up right here, which is they're just sort of jamming and I'm sitting here making sure that it's still rolling.
Do you think that style works well for this sort of band?
I think it works good for Oso because Oso is Oso. They do a certain thing every time I see them. They're the kind of band where I don't think it particularly matters where they're playing or who the audience is. I've seen them make adjustments for that, but they tend to just do Oso, which is why I love them so much. So I'm trying not to de-Osify them in the recording process. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do here.
This is kind of a precedent for us because the last 2 albums we recorded together, Tim did the engineering. So I think this time around we decided we really wanted to kind of take some of the pressure off Tim so he could relax and concentrate more on the music.
They had a sort of a loose technique of jamming the songs, arranging the songs, and tracking live, which is actually a real treat because of their musical ability to do that.
It probably wouldn't work for us to do the track by track, person by person. We'd really lose the cohesiveness and the energy that we all kind of create together as a group, which is what we're really trying to capture on this record, I think.
Randy, you ready?
How does the composition process for new material, how does that work?
It has a lot to do with kind of just like getting the bass in my hands. And if I'm with the other guys, we work sometimes like segment to segment. One of us will bring in an idea and we kind of just build on top of that, and you know, it's a construction.
It seems like our writing process is constantly evolving. Like even how we wrote some of the stuff last album, it changes, it seems, as time goes by.
Usually the writing, that's kind of a race against the clock. And the recording really is like kind of what, it's like getting all the bugs that are right under your skin, like, you know, you drink bleach and they all come out. That's what it feels like right now for me.
What kind of creative differences have arisen throughout the recording of this?
Well, creative differences, I think, it's just not recording, it's like the history of the band and maybe ironing out differences between each other. It happens every day, so it's something we deal with every day. It's not just recording.
Well, I mean, you're asking me to basically change everything I've learned in the songs in the studio, which is okay, but it's basically like having to rewrite my entire part.
Yeah, but we've spent like 6 months doing a song and it's never fully finished because nothing ever felt right. So I'm just trying to get it to feel
I
right.
didn't really hear that until now.
One thing that we do is we write together as a band a lot. So creatively, people go at different speeds, and it's a time-intensive activity for us writing songs.
Being here is forcing us to focus and get some ideas solidified, because sometimes we have all these ideas that are just floating out there. That always seems like the hardest thing in any artistic medium, is like really just finishing.
I would agree.
Are there any other challenges that you face as a band that people might not realize?
Hidden challenges, besides the girlfriends, egos, and drugs, the 3 reasons that bands break up, right? Traditionally. I think jobs has been a unique problem for us. For people to get in that creative mind space, they have to have had enough sleep, enough food, and when you're trying to rehearse after work every night, it can be not the greatest creative space.
Yeah, it's really draining. You know, the late hours sometimes it shows, which isn't bad, but it's like if you're doing that consistently and you're holding a day job, it's like those get to be challenges, you know?
Our income as a band is definitely something we all have on our minds.
What income?
Well, I mean, just, that's what I'm saying.
We're operating at a non-for-profit status now. I think basically it seems like we're taken care of. I mean, every time we've gone out on the road, for the most part, we were able to take care of ourselves and not go into debt or anything.
I don't personally feel like money taints our creative process as a band. I mean, we have to consider it in our movements of where we go and where we play music. You know, we don't want to travel 2 hours and not make any gas money at least, you know. But I think ultimately the music comes first for us.
Al Jazeera correspondent Phil Taylor here with Andrew. We're going to ask one question that Josh wanted to talk about, was our band being unsigned and without a record label, and how this works.
The booking agents, they say, you know, oh, we really like your music, but we're too busy right now, and we're not always sure that's the case. I'm gonna need some room for this one here. I think we all kind of agree our music's weird, yeah?
Yes.
I don't know, how much can weirdness get bad for you, you know, in music?
I think maybe on some level we pride ourselves on our DIY approach, but there's definitely instances where it would be really helpful to have a label, and particularly like a booking agent, like even more so than a label. It's like a booking agent to get us gigs.
I think it's against everybody's instincts to promote themselves, because it's like we have this humility thing built in. We want to just do what we do and everyone be amazed.
I think we're maybe taking a harder, longer, weirder road, but I mean, it's definitely led us to some strange places in the world that maybe a lot of groups have not even traveled to or been to. So
Yeah.
For this, I can only give praise. Thank you, yes. I'm happy with this. We worked hard, got it done under intense pressure, so I have the copies right here. looking at it, best layout yet, best music yet. This is the fruition of like 6 months work, and then 2 years preceding that, and then 6 years preceding that, and then 20 years preceding that. So
What's the next step? What's going on?
I am gonna just train and work hard and learn from people, find teachers, go to inspiring places, and try to contribute and try to help, try to love.